Welcome back, everybody. We're so happy to have you. My name is Lulu Belforder, and we welcome you to the Yom Kippur Youth Services. While your parents are off listening to their services, we hope that you enjoy the beautiful music and prayers with Jake, Kraus, and I. When we come to synagogue on other days, we are filled with joy and excitement. We usually say Kiddush and drink grape juice. We hug each other. Right now, we may not hug each other. We say Shabbat Shalom or Chag Sameach, or even enjoy a special meal together. But today is different. On Yom Kippur, we don't eat and drink and celebrate. Instead, we say Gamar Chatima Tova. May you be inscribed for good this year. Like taking a test or an exam, Jewish people around the world are studying themselves. And the questions we ask ourselves are not easy ones. Who did I hurt this year? How might I have acted a little better? How could I have tried a little harder? Now please read responsively with me. As we enter this holy space today, we are thankful for a gift from God.
On Yom Kippur, God gives us the gift of a second chance.
Whether on purpose or by accident, this year we have all made mistakes.
We have hurt our parents and grandparents, our brothers and sisters, our friends and loved ones.
Yom Kippur is a time to look back at our mistakes and learn from them.
Today is our chance to tell God that we are ready to change. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Kitshanu B'mitzvotav etzivanu La'asok b'divrei Torah, la'asok b'divrei Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue.
We're so excited to share with you what some of our younger congregants have to say about why they love being Jewish.
I like most about being Jewish because I get to celebrate with my family and friends.
I love being Jewish because I get to celebrate all different holidays with my family, and I get to learn to write and speak Hebrew.
We move now into our call to worship. the Baruch Hu. And if you are able and you would like to, I invite you to please stand up. We join together. Lai, la, lai, 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 lai. Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
I like celebrating the holidays and learning Hebrew.
I like doing holidays with my family and friends.
We move now to the watchword of our faith, one of our most important blessings, the Shema. We sing together. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. We join together in the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha Vishinantam levanecha vidibarta bam beshivtecha bevetecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot beinenecha Uchtavtam al mizuzot beitecha uvisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Adonai Elohechem Emet. So remember, about 10 days ago when we celebrated Rosh Hashanah together, we talked about how there's a special nusach, a special melody for some of the prayers that we sing on these high holy days. We're going to use that again for our Mi Chamocha prayer together. So please join with me. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norah tehilot oseh felet.
The most thing I liked about being Jewish is that I get to celebrate Hanukkah with family.
We have fun things to do when we celebrate our holidays.
We're going to move now into Amidah, into this big, important section of our service. If you are able and comfortable and want to, I invite you to please rise. And just a reminder that we have that sneaky Zocherenu section that we don't normally do at Hebrew school in the middle of our Avot V'imahot prayer tonight. So don't forget about it. Adonai sifatai tivtachu fi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor veHanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Koneh Hakol V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava Zochrenu L'chaim Melech Hafetz B'chaim V'kotvenu B'sefer HaChaim L'mancha Elohim Chaim Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah.
I like the most about being Jewish is that we get to celebrate holidays with friends and family, and we get to learn to speak Hebrew.
The thing I like most about being Jewish is being able to celebrate holidays with family and friends, and I also like to speak Hebrew.
On Rosh Hashanah it is written, and on Yom Kippur it is sealed. But throughout the year, the book of life is open, and the choices we make leave a mark on our world. And so we ask ourselves and each other, now please read responsively with me. Who will choose to live a good life?
Whose hands will cause hurt and whose hands will help heal?
Who will speak up and who will be silent?
Who will be wise enough to learn from others?
Who will be strong enough to make good choices?
Who will be greedy and who will be grateful?
Who will break people down and who will build people up?
Who will choose to be a blessing? We take a moment for our own personal prayer, our own words from our own hearts. We pray silently. Ose shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, hu yaseh Shalom aleinu, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
God is like a king. God is like a queen. Avinu Malkeinu helps us compare God to things we understand. God is like all of these things, and God is more than all of these things. Please read responsively with me. Avinu Malkeinu, hear our voice.
Avinu Malkeinu, we have missed the mark before you.
Avinu Malkeinu, have compassion on us and on our families.
Avinu Malkeinu, bring an end to sickness, violence, and hunger.
Avinu Malkeinu, let our hands overflow with your blessings.
Avinu Malkeinu, help us write our names in the book of lives well lived. Avinu Malkeinu, Chonenu Vaneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chonenu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu masim, Aseh imanu.
Have you ever been in bed and suddenly it begins to rain very hard? You hear thunder and wake up really scared? That is exactly what happened to Jeremy and Liza in the book The Invisible String by Patrice Karst. In the book, Liza and Jeremy call their mother because they are afraid. Their mother reassures them, saying, "You know we're always together, no matter what." "How can we always be together when you are in your room and we are in bed?" they ask. That is when their mother told them about the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love. You can't see it with your eyes, but you can feel it with your heart. When you are at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. And when I tug it right back, you feel it in your heart. Friends have invisible strings, and pets do too. And this invisible string can reach anywhere and everywhere. It can reach you if you are scuba diving in the sea. It can reach you if you are climbing a mountain. It can reach you if you are staying safer at home. It can reach you if you are quarantining in a cabin. It can reach you if you are standing 6 feet apart or if you are oceans apart. The invisible string can even reach all the way to our loved ones who have died and are in heaven. And the invisible string never goes away, even if you are angry and upset, even when you disagree. Sometimes people forget about the invisible string, but it is always there, ready to be tugged. We have to exercise our hearts to feel it. Imagine all the invisible strings you have connecting you to your family and friends and temple community. Then imagine all their invisible strings and their invisible strings until everyone in the world is connected. In Judaism, we say, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. God is one. Rabbi Richard Levy of blessed memory taught, "Do you believe in God? You probably do believe in connections, in your connections to other people, to the earth, mountains, the sky. Can you also believe that there is a sum of all these connections, a source of them? That is a good way to understand God." Torah teaches that we are all made in the image of God. We are all reflections of God's oneness. We are all connected and responsible for one another, not only to other people, but to every living thing. We are connected to flowers, trees, fish, birds, insects, and animals. So even when there is a storm, and there are lots of kinds of storms, this past year we have seen plenty. Even when there is a storm, no storm is strong enough to break our strings. This Yom Kippur, as we usher in a Jewish New Year from separate sacred spaces, know that we are bound heart to heart, and together we weave a tapestry of shalom.
Now we turn our mind to those that are in need. We focus ourselves on bringing a blessing of healing to those that need healing of the mind, the body, or the soul. Think of somebody in your community or in your family in the recent time that has needed some extra love and care. Think of them now. Share those names aloud as we pause. Now join Jake in the Misha Berach.
Sheberach Avoteinu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Now we're going to think of those things and the wrongs that we did throughout this year, the things that we want to change and that we want to focus our hearts and our minds on in order to do better and to push ourselves to grow. Please read with me responsively. For all these wrongs, O God, we ask your forgiveness.
For the wrong that we have committed before you with a confused heart.
For the wrong that we have committed before you by lying.
For the wrong that we have committed before you by making excuses.
For the wrong that we have committed before you without meaning to do so.
For the wrong that we have committed before you by being unkind to others. Ve'al kulam Elo haslichot silach lanu mechalanu kapelanu. We move now to the conclusion of our service. If you are able and you want to, I invite you to please rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gidula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vigor aleinu kechol hamonam. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai limelech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, ushemo echad.
At this point in our service, we think of those that are no longer with us, our loved ones who are a blessed memory and that we hold close and deep in our hearts. Let's wrap our arms around ourselves. Give a big hug to yourself right now. And imagine that person you're thinking about. We're going to pause now for a moment while you share that person's name. Let go of the arms. Open your eyes. And now we join together in the Mourner's Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlomo rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru. Amen. We're going to close with a peace prayer. So join in and sing extra loud, please. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu, Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Shana Tova, everybody.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rabbi White, and this, of course, is a shofar. We blow this on Rosh Hashanah, but we also blow it at the end of Yom Kippur to announce the end of the holiday. And this is a beautiful shofar. It actually is the horn of an antelope, and we use it because it makes such a beautiful sound. And so the last blast on Yom Kippur at the end of services is the Tikiyah Gedolah. That is the great blast. And my job at a Tikiyah Gedolah is to blow this shofar for as long as I can until I turn red and can't breathe anymore. So while I'm blowing, why don't you all count to see how long this somewhat older rabbi can blow the shofar for? Everybody ready? Tikiyah Gedolah. Not bad, huh? Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday.